Today, we're jumping into a story about four young people, each living in their own kind of lonely world. And what they don't know is that their separate lives are about to collide in a way that will change everything. And this is really the heart of the story, right? You've got this incredible contrast. On one side, a boy who's so shy that he can barely speak. And on the other, a girl who lives in a world without sound. So you have to wonder, what on earth happens when these two are put on a collision course?
Okay, so let's get into it. Before we can really understand the collision, we've got to understand the worlds themselves. We're about to meet four very different kids, and each one is dealing with their own deep sense of being alone, kind of trapped in their own way.
First up, we have 11-year-old Virgil Salinas. Now, Virgil is so quiet, so timid, that his own family calls him Turtle, because he's always in his shell.
And you gotta understand, this isn't some cute, affectionate nickname for him. Every single time he hears it, it's this painful jab, a reminder of what he feels is his grand failure, this shyness he just can't seem to shake. All right, so that's Virgil. Now let's meet Valencia Somerset. Valencia is incredibly independent, super observant, and she's deaf. She gives off this vibe of being completely self-sufficient.
She's got this whole mantra that going it alone is the best way to be, that she really doesn't need anyone else. But underneath all that, she has this terrifying, recurring nightmare that she's the last person on Earth. It's this secret fear that shows just how lonely she really feels.
Then we've got our third player, 12-year-old Kaori Tanaka. And in her own mind, she isn't just a regular kid. Oh no, she's a psychic, a spirit guide, basically a direct line to the universe.
For Kaori, nothing is a coincidence. She sees signs and messages from the cosmos in absolutely everything. And she truly believes her job, her destiny, is to help the universe connect people who are supposed to find each other.
And finally, our fourth world belongs to Chet Bullens. Around the neighborhood, he's just known as the Bull. He's your classic bully, always on the lookout for his next target.
Yeah, Chet's whole philosophy on life, it's basically inherited straight from his dad. He's been taught that the world is a food chain. You're either the one people are afraid of at the top, or you're the one getting crushed at the bottom. It's a simple, brutal way to see the world, and he lives by it. So we have these four kids in four completely separate orbits. How on earth do they even begin to get close to one another? Well, it all starts with a bunch of near misses in the most random place you can imagine, the freezer aisle of a supermarket. Just look at this timeline. It's like a tiny silent play. At 10:15, Virgil sees Valencia and dives for cover. 2 minutes later, Chet shows up. For just a couple of minutes, they are all just feet apart from each other, but they're completely sealed in their own little bubbles. So close, but still worlds away. And right here, this is it. This is the very first thread that starts to pull them all together. While Virgil is hiding from everyone, Valencia, who's been thinking about her bad dreams, decides to do something. She spots Kaori's weird business card, rips it off the board, and sends a text. She has no idea she's just reached out to the one person who connects them all. Okay, so the threads are starting to connect, but now the story takes a much darker turn. We're heading into the woods. Virgil is on a mission for Kaori, trying to find 5 special stones, and he decides to take a shortcut. But this shortcut leads him straight into the path of the one person he always tries to avoid, Chet Bullens. And just like that, Chet is there. Virgil, of course, just freezes up, but this time it goes way beyond the usual name-calling. It escalates into something physical, something really cruel. And this is the moment everything changes. Chet rips Virgil's backpack away, and inside is his pet guinea pig, Gulliver. Then, in just this one single awful act, he runs over to an old well and throws the backpack in. This isn't just bullying anymore. This is the catalyst. This is the one thing that will finally and violently force all 4 of these worlds to smash into each other. So now, imagine being Virgil, panicked, totally alone. His best friend, Gulliver, is at the bottom of a deep, dark well, and he's got this impossible choice to make. Does he run away, or does he go down into the one thing he is terrified of most? And we have to remember, for Virgil, darkness isn't just, the absence of light. His grandmother filled his head with stories about it being a monster, a living thing, a beast that traps you. And now he has to willingly walk right into its home.
He starts climbing down this old, rusty ladder. But then, it gets even worse. The ladder just stops. It doesn't reach the bottom. To save Gulliver, he can't just climb. He has to let go and jump into the pitch-black unknown.
He lands, and for 1 second, there's this huge wave of relief. Gulliver is okay, but that feeling just vanishes. His phone is shattered. There's no way to call for help. And worst of all, when he looks up, the ladder is just out of reach. He is completely and utterly trapped. So, there he is, at the bottom of a well, trapped in the dark. Now he has to do the one thing he has spent his entire life running from. He has to find his voice. But after a lifetime of being silent, will his small voice even be enough? And what about Kaori's whole theory? Is the universe really listening? Is it actually going to answer him now? Because this is the crazy part. While Virgil is trapped down there in the dark, Hope is literally walking just a few yards away. Valencia is in those same woods, totally oblivious to the boy at the bottom of the well. They have never been closer. And it leaves us with this one huge question. Will their worlds finally truly connect, or are they going to miss each other one last final time?